In the quiet hills of Buckinghamshire, far from the noise of the stadiums, lies the home of Raheem Sterling, a place where speed becomes stillness and ambition turns into silence. Yet this serenity did not emerge overnight. Which steps led from the dusty pitch in Kingston to this peaceful expanse? Before there were the villas, the titles, and the quiet of Buckinghamshire, there was a boy in Kingston. Born in 1994, Raheem Sterling ran across dusty streets chasing plastic bottles that served as soccer balls. No grass, no applause, just instinct and speed. Even then, he moved faster than most. But where would this speed take him? When his mother moved to London with the family, everything changed. A new country, a new reality. Soccer became more than a game. It became orientation, belonging, and hope. At Queen's Park Rangers, the coaches saw more than just talent. They saw an untiring will, a boy who didn't stop working even after the final whistle. This determination brought him to the Liverpool FC Academy. At just 17 years old, he stood in the stadium at Anfield. The noise was immense, the expectations even greater. But Sterling was more than just a talent. He became a symbol of what determination can achieve when an opportunity arises. 2014 followed the award as Europe's Golden Boy, recognition for energy, pace, and courage. But with success, the pressure grew. Headlines, criticism, expectations. Would he withstand it? 2015 came the move to Manchester City for £49 million, a sum that sparked discussion but did not slow him down. Under Pep Guardiola, his game matured. The speed remained, but it became more precise, more controlled. For 7 years, he won titles, scored decisive goals, and established himself at the top of European soccer. Then, in 2022, a new chapter began at Chelsea. The start was hopeful, but the path became more turbulent. The minutes became fewer, the spotlight dimmer. In 2024, he trained with the U23s. For some, a step backward. For him, a reminder of the beginning. Later, the loan to Arsenal followed, not out of vanity, but out of conviction. Every change, every doubt only confirmed one thing. Sterling never ran away from challenges. He ran through them. But what happens when speed suddenly meets silence? Today, that answer lies in the quiet hills of Buckinghamshire. Far from the noise of the stadiums stands his country house, surrounded by vast lawns and clear light. It is not a place for headlines, it is a place for peace. The driveway leads through manicured gardens, past old trees, until the house itself becomes visible. Clean lines, light stone, and large glass surfaces allow daylight to flow into every corner. Everything feels open, calm, and deliberately designed. Inside, a bright entrance area with marble and warm wood welcomes you. The living room opens wide, in soft colors of cream, gray, and natural tones. A fireplace provides warmth in winter, while floor-to-ceiling windows offer a view into the garden. Here, family laughter replaces the cheering of the stands. A small, dark wooden room holds memories. His first Liverpool jersey, the Golden Boy plaque, photos of his children on the pitch. Late at night, he sits there, listening to reggae or watching old games. Not out of nostalgia, but out of gratitude. The kitchen is simple and warm. In the morning, light falls on the marble surfaces and the scent of coffee is in the air. A quiet start, far from the pace of professional sports. Upstairs, the bedroom opens with a glass front to the garden. Light linen, clear design, no distractions. The bathroom follows this principle as well. White marble, glass, a freestanding tub with a view of the greenery, luxury without volume. Outside, a vast lawn stretches out, and a pool reflects the seasons. An outdoor kitchen invites long evenings with family and friends. Next to it is a private gym with a view of the outdoors, and behind the house, a small, precisely marked soccer field. Sometimes he plays there barefoot with his children. After all those miles, soccer still brings him home. But even in this stillness, a part of him remains connected to speed. So quiet his home appears, the garage tells a different story. There stands a black Mercedes AMG G63, powerful, understated, with a 4.0-liter V8 biturbo engine and over 570 horsepower. But he doesn't drive it to be seen. He drives it to think. The soft closing of the door, the muffled hum of the engine, nighttime streets. For him, that means clarity. Next to it stands the Range Rover Sport. This model has accompanied him since his early days. In Liverpool, the first Range Rover was a symbol of success, loud, proud, full of energy. Today, the tone is quieter, still powerful but carried by gratitude. He drives it through the countryside, his children in the back seat, music low in the background. A bit further along, a silver blue Mercedes-Benz GLE is parked. Unobtrusive, comfortable, reliable. This vehicle fits his rhythm today. School runs, errands, drives home in the evening. No performance, just everyday life. Each car represents a phase of his life. The G63 for strength, the Range Rover for growth, the GLE for balance. Behind the glamour, the foundation remains the same: work, patience, and conviction. Behind the tranquility of his estate lies a fortune of an estimated £35 million. His annual income is nearly £17 million, numbers that show how far the path from Kingston has led. At Liverpool, it all began modestly. The decisive turning point came in 2015 with the transfer to Manchester City for £49 million. Under Pep Guardiola, not only did his game grow, but his market value did as well. With a weekly salary of around £300,000, he became a fixture, both athletically and economically. In 2022, he signed a 5-year contract with Chelsea worth £84 million, making him one of the club's top earners. Even after his subsequent loan to Arsenal, his reputation remained intact. Off the pitch, sponsors like New Balance, Gillette, and Apple boosted his income by another £4 to £5 million annually. Hinzu kommt sein Immobilienbesitz, darunter ein Landhaus in Ascot, das für 2,3 Millionen Pfund erwarb und das inzwischen auf over 7 Millionen geschätzt wird. Doch Reichtum ist für ihn kein Symbol von Glanz. Er ist das Ergebnis von Disziplin, Ausdauer und bewussten Entscheidungen. Aber wofür nutzt er diesen Erfolg wirklich? For Raheem Sterling, success doesn't end with titles or contracts. Over £1 million of his own income he has invested into something that lasts longer than any trophy: opportunities. With the Raheem Sterling Foundation, he pursues a clear goal: to open doors for young people that once seemed closed to him. In collaboration with King's College London and the University of Manchester, over £150,000 in scholarships have been provided for students who otherwise would not have had access. He is also active in Jamaica, where his roots lie. More than £2.5 million in training equipment he donated to the Maverley Hewington Football Club, that environment where his first dreams were born. For him, this is not charity, it is giving back. In London, he focuses on local projects, youth centers, and anti-violence initiatives with the campaign The Boy from Brent. Additionally, his foundation supports a media academy with talksport, wellness programs, and community kitchens in the winter. He doesn't just lend his name. He is present, he listens, he acts. But who is Raheem Sterling when the cameras are off? Away from the stadiums, Raheem Sterling lives in Surrey today. The mornings start early. His 2 sons run through the kitchen while his longtime fiancée, Paige Millian, makes coffee. Life has become quieter, supported by family rather than headlines. The break-in during the World Cup left its mark, but he faced the situation with calm. Instead of focusing on the loss, he turned his gaze to the essentials: safety, closeness, home. The garden became his sanctuary. There, he plays soccer with his children or tends to bonsai trees, small signs of patience and maturity. He is often seen in small cafes in London, far from any staging, just in everyday life. He returns to Jamaica regularly, not out of luxury but out of connection. Walking barefoot through familiar streets and hearing old voices reminds him of the beginning. Lately, he has been consciously focusing on his health: early runs, writing, meditation, habits that ground him. Today, he is more than a footballer. He is a father, a partner, and a man who has learned to live between movement and silence. From the dusty field in Kingston to the quiet hills of Buckinghamshire, his path was shaped by speed, pressure, and decisions. Raheem Sterling has learned that true strength lies not just in running but in standing firm, not just in winning but in moving forward. Today he connects success with responsibility, speed with balance, and ambition with family.